everyone, welcome to another Grace Creative Session. My name is Lauren and I am the project intern here at Grace. And today we're going to be making a painting of a butterfly, but we're going to do it with this new thing called a bead painting. So it'll look something like these pictures. Hopefully, we'll see how it goes. This is a little bit of a complicated project, so take your time, you guys. It doesn't have to look perfect. This is just for fun. So remember that as we're doing this today, because this is a little bit more difficult than the projects that we normally do. So our materials that you're gonna have in your bag is a garbage bag. So go ahead and lay that down first, and we're gonna put all of your materials on top of it. So you will have a canvas, a plastic spoon, a big sponge paintbrush, a little bead necklace, some gloves. You'll have 3 different paints in these squirt bottles, a tub of Floetrol, and a little guy of a white paint. So the first thing that you guys are gonna do is you're gonna put on your gloves. If you have a hair tie, use it. This is gonna be a little bit of a messy project. So first, go ahead and put your gloves on. I do wanna let you guys know that this paint doesn't wash out very easily. So just be aware of that when you're doing your painting. Try not to get it on your clothes or change clothes if you're worried about it. Okay, so the first thing we're gonna do is take both of your containers of white. So you're gonna have white paint and you're gonna have some Floetrol. Now, what we're gonna do is we're gonna take the Floetrol and we're gonna put a little bit in the white paint. And we're gonna use our plastic spoon and we're gonna mix it together. Don't put all of the Floetrol in at one time. Do a little bit of it at a time because you might not need the whole thing. So I'm gonna put a little bit more in. We're gonna make this paint pretty thin. Usually we go for a nectar consistency, but you want it to be a little bit more watery than that. So it'll look something like this. Okay, now we're gonna take our mixture of white paint and Floetrol and we're actually gonna pour it over our canvas. So it doesn't matter where you pour it, just go ahead and pour it all over. And we're gonna take your paintbrush and we're just gonna spread it across the canvas. Any excess paint you can push off of the side of the canvas. This is just gonna help so when we do our butterfly, the paint will be able to move around a little bit easier. And you want just a thin layer, so make sure that there's not a spot with like a bunch of paint pooled on top of it. Something like that. And now you're gonna take your little containers and just shake them up a little bit. We want these to be pretty thin, so if you start to squirt some on your canvas and you realize it's not thin enough, you can use some of your extra Floetrol, stick it in there and shake it up. Hopefully they will all be thin enough for our mixture. So the first thing you're gonna do is you're gonna pick a color. You should have 3 colors, and you can pick any color that you like the best. Shake it down a little bit and take off the lid. And we're gonna draw a butterfly. Okay, so I myself am not the best artist. So if it takes a couple tries, it takes a couple tries. So go ahead and draw. We're gonna do 2 wings on one side, 2 wings on the other side. Again, it doesn't have to look perfect. So I'm gonna start with the body. And my paint is a little bit thick, so I'm just gonna go ahead and take off the lid, and I'm gonna pour a little Floetrol in there and mix it up a little bit more. Also, I would recommend that you guys get a paper towel or a napkin on the side, just in case you need it. I'm gonna grab one myself. Shake it up. Shake, shake, shake. All right. And when you make the wings, you want them to be a little bit bigger. Try not to make them small wings, so it gives us enough time to, or enough space to actually pull the beads in there. Again, you guys, this doesn't have to be perfect, so just do the best you can. Either way, it will still be a beautiful masterpiece, so. You might have to shake the bottles a little bit, and that's okay. All right, and then go ahead and take another color, and you're just gonna go in along the inside of your wings. And do the same with your third color. Okay. So your butterfly will look a little something like this. Now this is where it gets a little bit tricky. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna take your beads. I would start at the top of your first wing. So you're gonna go ahead and just follow along with the paints that you made. So it'll look a little something like this. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna take our hand and we're gonna pull it towards the center and upward, so. It'll look a little something like that. And go ahead and do that to all 4 of your wings. And as you'll see, it starts to make this really beautiful design. We're gonna pull it to the center every time. And my last wing. Go ahead and do that. Set that aside. And I'm gonna make little antennas just to make it a little bit more complete. And your finished product will look a little something like that. So you're gonna go ahead and leave this. It'll probably take at least 24 to 48 hours to dry, so just leave it there and don't touch it. And now you guys know a new way of doing some painting with acrylic pour and beading. So I hope you guys had fun today. Feel free to join us for the next session. We're gonna be doing some more acrylic pour next time. So thank you guys so much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see you next time. Bye.